Winfred where the cold winds blow. Three brothers in arms watch the valley below. With a quiver of steel and a heart made of stone, they walk in the darkness but never alone. No crown do they bow to, no banner they hold. Their loyalty's bought for a handful of gold. But whisper a monster, a beast in the night, and the Reaver Hunters step into the light.
Well, hello again, welcome back. I hope you liked that intro. I'd like to share another deck with you, this time based on the Northern Realms card, the Reaver Hunters. As with my last video, I'll share the deck at the end, and I'll talk it through while playing. So let's jump into a game, shall we? So it looks like we're playing monsters. Looking at the opening hand here, we've got a couple of ways of getting a Reaver Hunter on the board, which is what we want to be doing in the first round, transferring over to the second round using a wagon if possible. So we've got Avalach, who can draw us one of our artifacts. We've got Garrison and the Mushy Truffle, both of which can yield us the Reaver. And we've got a Reaver in hand. We have a Reaver Scout. And reinforcements. Those are the ways we can keep popping the Reavers down on the board. Okay, so what type of deck are we up against here? Possibly a Death Wish deck. Got the Urn of Shadows there on the board. Okay, so here we're going to pop down the Centurion Artificer. This is just a slow play in the first round. The Centurion Artificer is good at getting a shield on a Reaver, and he's already been obliterated. Probably a good idea that we popped him down because we can afford to lose him. So next play there is Queen Adalia. She can spawn a copy of a bronze unit from your hand with a shield, so we do that on the scout there. And yet again that gets taken off the board. So I think again we'll try the scout. This time we won't be able to shield it. But what we're trying to do is just get Reavers on the board at this point. So the Reavers are a very strong card in the game. Have been for quite some time really. And what they do is they duplicate. So they have an order which allows them to spawn a 1-power copy of themselves. And at the end of the turn, so long as there's more than one on the board, they will start pumping out random 1-point damage, as you saw there. So we've got 2 on the board, which is good. You can see their orders weren't able to be used straight away, they don't have zeal. And board state is looking pretty poor for us, so we have to be careful here. They're just going to try and get as many Reavers down as possible. They'll pump out now 5 damage at the end of our turn. So the point differential here is 22. And debating what to do here. We're actually going to play into this, get the Mushy Truffle out to get another Reaver down. And we're going to duplicate the one that we already have an order for. We're going to play one more card, which is going to be our wagon. So we've actually played 2 more cards than our opponent here, but you know, and we're going to play a third one just to carry over 2 Reavers. Effectively, I'd like to think of a wagon as playing a card in advance, so it doesn't really count as being a card down. So as we'll see here, we'll be able to get a very strong board state after winning a round, which is really what the Reavers excel at. So we've got the wagons, we can turn those immediately into Reavers. We've got our leader ability, which is Mobilisation, which allows us to spawn another one. And we could get another one as well from Necromancy, which is what we're going to do. Could play a scout here, it's a bit of a slower play. But I think we can afford to do that. So we've got a pretty strong board state here. Next round, assuming all of the Reavers stay on the board, we will have 6 of them, because well, actually, sorry, 7, because the scout will spawn another. So who's he going to play here?
You're not done if you can still.
Too worried about that. It does have a death wish, but I don't think it's one we need to worry about. So next play here. It's probably the Armourer's Workshop here, yes, so that just boosts and puts more armour on the Reavers. So you can see the Reavers present quite a formidable melee row. They have, armour, which in this particular case has been armoured up using Armourer's Workshop. But they also have quite a bit of health, particularly when they've been boosted using the Mushy Truffle, and there's a couple of other cards in this deck which allow you to boost all your Reavers too. We'll see those hopefully in the games to come. So 34-16. We've only got 2 cards left to play, so we can fully populate the melee row here with all of the Reavers, and I think botchling here is going to be doing another point of damage, so we're going to be pumping out 10 points of damage per turn just from the Reavers, even when we don't have any cards to play. So he has got to be playing cards which are going to be more than 10 points just to avoid treading water, and that's the ask here. So just working out what to play here. We're going to play Voimir. It's one of these cards that boosts everything on a row. Okay, so he's got an Arrakis Queen down. Potentially quite a few points to come, but he's going to be chopped down again by 10. So he's on to 21 to our 55. So see how he does here. Now he's up to 30, 34 again. He's going to go back down to 24. So he's just treading water here. Okay, that's a 5-point play.
I'm just a sexy little car.
He's getting close, but he needs to get 22 points for the win, which I doubt he'll be able to do. So looks like a solid outing with the deck on the first game.
It's not that I'm
It's won by 10 points there, 2-0 victory, and to me this is one of the strongest decks that I've come across in the game, and this is the way I like to run it. Okay, on to the second game. Looks like we're playing Nilfgaard in Slave. Could be interesting, I suppose, with the Reavers. Let's see how we get on. So we're going first. We've got a Reaver in hand. We've also got Garrison, Lady of the Lake, 2 Artificers. We've got Necromancy. Probably don't need Necromancy in an opening hand, and we probably don't need the Artificers as well. And the reason why we don't need the Artificers is because we have our Stratagem on the board, which allows us to boost and put a shield on one of our units. So, just trying to debate what to play here. Lady of Lake into an Aromancy, and to pull Queen Adalia, and we'll get a shielded Reaver down straight away. Could have gone into a Scout there, which may have been a better play. But often with the Reavers it's about getting them on the board quickly. So let's try to do that. And I don't really mind if I really want to try and tempt out his leader ability here in Slave. I don't mind if he actually captures a Reaver, because he will hopefully struggle to follow up with putting more on the board. I mean, ultimately his Enslave will be on a Reaver, because they are, or Botchling, really the only units we have that he would want to enslave. Okay, so we'll duplicate that. So we're now going to be pumping out damage with the Reavers. What's the play here then? We've got a Reaver in hand, we could put him down. Or we could use our reinforcements, which I think is stronger, because reinforcements demand that you have a Reaver on the board to begin with, or a Scout, so we had that condition. Okay, so he's stolen from us one of our Reavers. It's always the way with playing Nilfgaard, is that they interfere heavily with what your deck is trying to do, and it's often a case of just not panicking and cracking on. So here we're going to boost our Reaver that's got poison, I think, and renew its order to spawn another. And it's going to take us a while to chew through that 13 points, and he's now spawning Reavers 2. So this is going to be interesting. Okay. So we want to just be cracking on, putting more Reavers down than him. The Reavers will target the unit with the highest power, as you can see there. So it's probably going to take us another 2 or 3 turns just to get through that particular unit before we can actually move on to another one. And as with Nilfgaard, they put cards on your side of the board, don't they? Which is a problem. Okay, slave driver here. Ah, so this is how he's going to spawn Reavers himself. Oof. That's a pretty nice play. Still not worried. I think we can still play into this. Now, we don't have a wagon, which is possibly a misuse of an Ironmancy earlier. So, what does that mean? It probably means we don't mind losing this round, actually, because the way this deck works well is when you can transfer over the Reavers with the wagons and get a good board state. Now, we're not going to be able to do that, so it's not a disaster if we lose this round. But we'll play to win. We'll see how we go here.
Don't recognize your old mates. With a Reavers.
So he's now got 4 Reavers and a Reaver with 16 power. So it's getting to the point where maybe we want to start thinking about bailing from this round. But let's just give it a few more cards, maybe. So we get another Reaver down, starting to chew through his high-powered Reaver. How many Reavers do we have? We've got 7 on the board. We've got room for 1 more, which will happen next turn, and we can possibly use Armourer's Workshop. We've got 2 in hand. That's quite a lot of points and quite a lot of armour as well. So it's a good idea to play 1 Armourer's Workshop maybe this turn, because it has an ability that it does further boosting when there's already 1 in your graveyard. Okay, so I think if we pass, we win this one, don't we? Yep, that's good. So hard to know what cards he was holding there. It felt like if he kept pushing, we were running the risk of actually using more good cards than we wanted to. Now, we did use Mushy Truffle in the last round, and its order is one that we want to be using. So if we really want to play into this round, in other words. So I think it's all full steam ahead here. We're going to play down Garrison straight into Reavers because we want just Reavers on the board. We're going to spawn 1, and next turn, assuming they're still on the board, we'll have 4. And we still have the order ability from the Mushy Truffle, which will help us boost our Reavers. Okay, Battle Stations, I like that card. Gets to play 2 cards in a row, which I think is probably the only card in the game that allows you to do that. Specifically do that, that is. Okay, so he's got the Fire Scorpion and the Enforcers. So just have to be careful here, because he might be able to chip away at our Reavers if we don't pay attention. So I think we just want as many Reavers as possible here, because we've got Voimir and we've got the order from Garrison, so we want to try and fill up the melee row with Reavers. Okay, so he's playing a gold card. He has an order on that, which he hasn't been able to use this turn. We can't really do anything about that. Probably the play here is botchling just to to be getting more damage out. We could have gone for the scout, but it's a bit of a slower play. We just want to be putting pressure on him, so he's only got 3 points left. All of his units have got 1 power, and they're all going to disappear next round unless he plays something with high power. Okay, so false Kiri. Kiri or Siri? I'll call her Siri. Okay, so now he's got the power there, so that's going to be a lot of power to chew through. That protects his other 2 units, the Enforcer and Emir. Okay, he's got rid of one of the Enforcers. Sorry, the Reavers, one of the Reavers, misspoke there. Now's the time for the blue stripes, and debating whether or not to use the boost here. It's a turn early, really, but I just think we want to keep as many as we can on this turn. Try and chip away at all of that power he had. Okay, here's the hefty Helg. Okay. It's going to take us a little bit longer to chew through all of this. Right, get another Reaver out. You have to be careful when you use the scout that you are cloning the right one. You have to look for the 2 health card rather than the 1 health. 1 power, excuse me. Okay. Okay, this is going to get rid of another Reaver, I think. Okay. Not sure why he got rid of that, but... Okay. Yeah. Lots of power coming, lots of damage coming from his units there. Oh, and he's stolen botching. Okay, well, the board state's still good for us. So we get Voimir out. And we've gone all in. She's going to move over, or Ciri's going to move back over the other side of the board. But, is it too little too late? 41-27, what does he need there? 14 points? It should be possible, given what he's got some damage coming out. So he still needs 14 points. Okay, now he needs 17 points to win. 16 points because his botchling is going to be healing, but he can transform botchling, I now realise. But either way, he didn't have a good card left in hand, and unfortunately for him, that's game over. So that's another win with the Reavers. Alright, on to the 3rd game. Looks like we're playing Skellige. See how we get on here. We are not going first. So, opening hand, we have Lady of the Lake, that's very good. We've got Queen Adelia, which is also very good. We don't need Necromancy, I think. Probably want to mulligan that. Got 2 wagons, probably only need 1 of those. So, let's get rid of the Necromancy, and that was the last mulligan. We drew Teleportation, which is not bad. Perhaps if one of the Reavers gets locked, we'll be able to unlock it. See how we get on. Okay, Crow Messenger. Curious. Don't often see that with that lead ability.
Destiny is unswerving. Cheated. It will not be.
Okay, so we've got Queen Adelia down with a scout, a shielded scout. So he's got the Mask of Ouroboros down. It's his stratagem to draw a card, then discard a card and spawn 2 rows on his melee row. So just wait for him to make his play here. Okay, so Crow Mother. lots of crows on the board. Right. So I think probably the play here is Lady of the Lake into the mushy truffle, isn't it?
The righteous shall be recompensed.
Tend to want to play mushy truffle before garrison because it has a weaker order.
Don't recognise your old mates. We're the Crinfrid Reavers.
So yeah, his leader ability is Blaze of Glory, which allows him to move a non-neutral unit from his deck into his graveyard and then damage a unit by its power. So I think it's quite a strange combination. I typically see that with warriors and Tia, but we'll see. He seems to take quite a bit of time, this player. Don't want to hurry him up just yet. Okay, so he's put a beast down, little Havry, with a Welsh accent. You like that? Alright, so we're getting Reavers down. We've now got 5. We're going to have 6 next turn. So we're still though behind on the board. We're 5 points down. He has 19, we have 14. So I now notice this player has also been up into the pro rank. And when I did it probably 6 years ago and haven't played the game since then, so maybe he's done the same, but no doubt he knows how to play the game, so we should definitely treat him with respect. As we always do. Okay, Kelpie, so here we go, lots of rain coming down. And there it comes. Alright. Well, we just crack on. Rain is only going to be doing 1 damage, it's got to, and it randomly does it, so there's a lot of armour it needs to chew through first. So I think we're going to armour up, using the Armourer's Workshop, which is just going to basically gimp the rain effectively. We're still behind. We have 2 wagons in hand, which will allow us a strong second round. We have a scout and botchling. All of those we probably want to be playing this round. Oh, this is a strong card coming down now, Kraken. Yep, it's moved quite a few of our cards to the other row. Which is a problem actually, because we are row dependent. So I think the play is here to get the Reaver out. I could have done, I think that was a misplay by me. I think I should have teleported one from the range row onto the melee row. The point with teleportation is it allows you to reset the ability of the Reaver, which is super useful. So it allows you to spawn more Reavers, which is the point of this deck. So teleportation is a really nice card in this particular deck.
Living and ancestors. Oh.
Okay. So we've got another Reaver down. I think the play now is definitely the scout. Hopefully he'll be able to spawn another one. We're getting to the point now, this is a critical moment in Gwent, where you have 4 cards left in your hand in the opening round. The point being, each round you draw 3 new cards, or each subsequent round you draw 3 new cards, so if you go beyond 4 in the first round, you will not have 10, a full hand, in the last round. So I think my opponent there was aware of that. Well, I'm hoping there won't be a third round. So we are just going to get multiple wagons down and hope. And this could be a mistake because I realise his Kraken has come out. And we're now having to commit multiple cards we didn't want to this round. So we played 3 more cards than our opponent. However, we do have 2 wagons, so it's only really 1 more card, but yeah, not sure if that was the right thing to be doing or not. We are going to have a strong board state this round. Okay. So we've got a decent hand. We can use Bearification. It's a nice card that for 5, which allows you to transform an artifact into a bear, either on your side of the board or your opponent's. On your side of the board also it basically gives you a 9-point bear, so it's super useful. What we find with the Reaver's deck is it tends to get congested on the board, so the Verification card really helps just transform a dead card, i.e. one of the artifacts that's used its order ability, into points, whilst also potentially removing or gimping my opponent's artifact. So, okay, how are we doing here? So we've got 4 Reavers already on the board. They will be 8 next turn, but we are 4 cards ahead of our opponent. So he's using his leader ability to get rid of one of our Reavers, and he's trying to get rid of another, and he's succeeded to get rid of another. So pretty good for him there.
This is no time to whimper.
So we're just going to, I think, pull a Reaver. We could get a Scout, which is a slower play, but it ultimately results in more points on the board for us. But we didn't need a fast play there because all he had was his Crow Mother, so I think it's okay. Well, it depends what he puts on the board now, really. But either way, I don't think we needed a Reaver in that position. So we haven't really got many points on the board, that's my concern here. We're going to have a maximum of 6 Reavers after the Scout has spawned one and that spawned another. So
make your move already. I haven't got all day.
Garrison is going to have, you know, not its full potential here. I'm a bit concerned we're going to get bled on this round, and we will have a weak 3rd round. Seems to be taking some time with my opponent. Okay, so he's immediately got 14 points on the board, which is okay. I think botchling, yeah, try and just get rid of those points. So last round play for us will be, on the last turn, will be to activate a Reaver to get 6 on the board, then use the order ability from Garrison, and then turn Mushy Truffle or Garrison into a bear. And we just have to hope that's going to be enough. I have a feeling it won't be though, because he's still got 4 cards in his hand. Okay, let's get them boosted. And we probably want to turn botchling, maybe, do we? Just debating whether or not we want to be doing that or kicking out damage. I think kicking out damage is what we're going to go for. So he needs 19 to draw. 4 cards, quite possible really. He's probably just trying to determine which cards he's happy to get rid of. Say 19 in 4 cards, it isn't, is it? Because the Reavers and the botchling are kicking out 6 per turn. So we're still ahead, he's got 2 cards left. Are we going to do it?
I can help you if you wish.
Let's see, bring him back. Can only be a bronze, a TheWitcher. Okay, that does get rid of one of mine.
I'll cleave you.
Okay. He needs an 11-point play to draw, 12-point play to win. Oh, he had his squirrel in hand. There we go. Another victory with the Reavers. Alright, on to the 4th game. It looks like we're playing Northern Realms.
Press those vermin.
Okay, will we get to go first? No. So he's got Uprising. as his leader ability. Let's have a look at our opening cards. We can get rid of an artificer. We've drawn 2 wagons again. We have a couple of reavers in hand, but we don't have any of our artifacts. And we've got a scout, so have to be a little bit careful here, potentially in this first round. So many reavers we can get on the board. So I think we open with the artificer, so that's going to be our shield. Probably the next play will be the scout. Oh, we're playing reavers. Interesting.
Don't recognize your old mates. We're the Crinfrid Reavers.
So we need to get the reavers down straight away. I made the decision,
This is no time to whimper.
rather than playing the scout, to put the reaver down. And just trying to work out what's in his deck. He's got Fisher King, I think that card is, on his ranged row, which pulls a card to the top. Okay, there we go, we've got...
Let's go.
He's got his reavers moving before we have. He's going to be chewing through the artificer first though, so we're not too worried about that. So we're going to spawn, and I think the play here is now to get the scout shielded. So he's now got 4 reavers. Well, this will be a good test, I think, of the deck. It's nominally a like for like. Obviously there'll be a slight difference between the actual deck composition. Interesting. Let's play Kiri there. If he loses, that will go back to his hand. I'm not sure if he wants it. Okay, it is going to absorb quite a lot of our damage, but yeah. Now that we have a 7-point Reaver, it's going to be a little bit tricky for him.
Any last words?
To chew through that. So that was a good play by him, with Geralt coming out to move 3 of our cards from the melee row to the ranged row. So just debating whether or not to carry on playing in this round. I think I will. We're getting to that magical mark where you have 4 cards left in hand in the first round. He's bailed out, you see, so we could steal this round with a wagon, maybe. But that looks tricky because we're so far behind. I think we're going to bail out of this. I think we're going to play into the second round. So, what partially influenced my decision making there was that he had Kiri, TheWitcher, which when he loses a round, she moves back to his hand, and you know, maybe he's got a specific tactic with that. So I thought it wasn't worth playing on there. So I think what we can do here is hope that he doesn't play into this round too hard. And what that will allow us to do then is use our wagons to get the board state we want early in the last round. So let's see how we go. Using the mushy truffle to get out a Reaver.
We're the Crinfrid Reavers.
He's probably thinking about being a card up in the last round, which is what he could be, potentially, if he carries on playing. If he bails now, I'll get 3 more cards in the last round. So here we go. Yep. He's put down Kiri. And she's got resilience. So we're not too worried about that. So he's probably not going to play on in this round. We're going to have to get enough points on the board now. So we'll probably play 1 wagon. Could play 2 of them. Oh, he's playing on. Ouch. Okay.
Crinfrid Reavers on it that's at stake here. This is no time
Not going to play
whimper.
Necromancer here, just get some more Reavers on the board.
Don't recognise your old mates. We're the Crinfrid Reavers.
Now we can easily get the wagon and win this round now, only committing one more card, but do we get another wagon? I think we probably should. So let's do that. And she's only going to carry over with the resilience 1 point, I think. I don't think it resets when it goes over to the next round. No, yeah, there we go. So I think that was a good... Yeah, a good end to the round actually for us there. So, feeling pretty strong here. So we've got Voimir, we've got Avalak to draw, Garrison, we've got Botchling, we've got Armourer's Workshop. We're going to have 3 Reavers on the board. I think we can possibly go for another Reaver here. Could have gone for a Scout.
This is no time to whimper.
Probably should have gone for a Scout. Okay, he's now regretting his life choices. He has 3 more cards in his hand than we do. But he doesn't have any cards on the board. Okay. What are we going to be drawing with an Iromancy? Probably Queen Adalia. Okay, now we've got 8 Reavers, and about to have 9, I think. Yeah. And because we've got the full melee row, we will use the order from Garrison. So 34 points to the good here. Feeling in a pretty strong position. Okay, Bloody Baron.
Gather my men.
Okay, he's reset the power of that Reaver. We're not too worried about that. So we're going to get Voimir, boost everything back up, put some more armour down. This is a formidable now melee row for him to have to deal with nothing on the board. Nothing's going to stick. It's going to get wiped off. So 9 points of damage coming out per turn. There's only a few cards that can survive that in the game, so is it GG already? Well, yeah, it would appear to be. I think that's a table flip, isn't it? He's gone off to take it out on his wife or something. Poor bugger. Well, he was playing Reavers himself, so can't feel too sorry for him. I feel sorry for his wife, though. Anyway, enough of that. Looks like another victory for the Reavers. And this is typically how it goes, you know, it's when it gets going, it's quite overwhelming. And you will see a lot of connection lost. Alright, give it a few more seconds and I think we'll call it GG and be on to the last game. There we go. Alright, the final game of the video. We're playing Fent Goob. He's playing Northern Realms with Shield Wall. And let's have a look at our opening hand here. We don't really need Necromancy. We've got 2 casting contests, which boosts an allied by 5 if it's a bronze, and then resets its order ability and gives it zeal. They are good cards. I haven't talked about those yet in this particular video, but hopefully that mention is sufficient. So, what's the idea here? We're not going first again. There seems to be a trend in this particular session of being given second. Well, we just have to deal with the hand we're dealt, don't we? So, let's see what he's up to. And see how we get on. Probably the first play here is going to be one of our
Time for a
scouts. I think so. Let's
Shit, I knew it.
Yeah, put
I
the
told you
scout
so,
down.
you
Hopefully
idiot.
get a Reaver out. We don't really have many ways to get Reavers out now. I've just realised we can only really get them from playing our garrison, so this is not a very good hand at all for us, actually, and we might have to bail.
No surprises.
So that card my opponent played there cannot be damaged at all. And as you can see there, it's just going to be a sponge for all of the damage that we put out. So, Olgierd, Immortal. So how do we play against this? Effectively, the Reavers are... Oh, well, the Reavers will target now the back card, but they'll only do 1 damage to it. Whereas Olgierd will basically absorb all of the other damage and prevent units from being damaged. So he's a pretty good antidote to the Reavers, really. Have to try and work this out. I don't think we can play into this round much further. See what he's doing. That's pretty nasty, isn't it? That's got rid of one of our Reavers. I really want to back out of this round now, but do we get a wagon down? That's what I'm thinking about.
But we're broke as
Can we
shit,
try and
Cannibals.
get a wagon down? Quite like my opponent to play a few more cards so I can work out what he's trying to do.
Let's go.
Yeah, we've got no way of getting rid of Olgierd.
Don't recognise your old mates.
So all we
We're the
are doing
Grimford
here is
Reavers.
trying to prepare our hand for the last, for the next round really, and the last round. We've already played one of our artifacts, which is a bit of a bother. We would have preferred to have that in the last round. This, ooh. So he's thinning his deck. What are we going to play here? Armourer's Workshop, I think. Or we could play a wagon to try and carry over to the next round. Force him to play an extra card. Probably wagon here. Or workshop. Can't choose between the two. I don't think it's worth playing further into the depths of this round because there's nothing we can do. Oh, difficult choice this. Armourer's Workshop it is. That just keeps us in the round, so we can actually win it with a wagon. Let's see if he can answer that. See if he wants to actually play a last round with less than 10 cards. While he's thinking about it. Does he want to play his final round with less than 10 cards? Well, maybe he's planning to beat me in the second round as well, so we won't get that far. Okay, so he's going to destroy that Reaver. We could put the wagon down now to take it. Doesn't quite win us the round though.
It's the Grimford Reavers on
Get
an
another
extra
Reaver
stake here.
down.
This is no time to whimper.
Because it will force him to play. Okay. I don't think we can win this round now, unfortunately. So we probably should bail. Let's just try the wagon. And the wagon does give us a Reaver next turn, so yeah. That was actually a smart play now I think of it, because if he really wanted to stop us getting the carryover from the resilient wagon, he would have had to have played down to 1 card, which would have given him potentially a really risky last round. So how are we looking now? So probably here we want to draw a wagon. We can do that with an Iromancy from Lady of the Lake. And we've got, yeah, I think that's pretty much everything we want. So we'll crack on with this.
Glad to help.
Oh, he's locked the
I
wagon.
get to see it.
Okay, so what are we playing here? Probably Necromancy for a Reaver. Or we could play Avalach into Mushy Truffle. Probably Avalach. And then the next turn we will play Lady of the Lake into Wagon.
You'll see it in your dream.
Yeah, I think this is the right play.
It's the Crinford Reaver's honour that's at stake here. This is no time to whimper.
So if he passes now, we will be a card down in the last round, but we will have the wagon on the board. So okay, that's going to be the Reaver removed. This is looking very precarious now. Is this going to be the first loss of the session? I think we've only got one way to get a Reaver out, other than an Iromancy. Do we use the leader ability? Let's risk it for the biscuit. If he removes it, then we're in trouble. Okay, he doesn't quite remove it. Interesting. Right, we've got the Reavers going. I think we should probably use the Mushy Truffle here. Or do we get the wagon down? It's a torn between two choices here. I think the play is the Mushy Truffle because the wagon won't win us the round.
The righteous shall be recompensed.
No, we're going to get the wagon down. And we're going to boost. And I think the boost carries over to the next round. Just trying to work out if we should have used the ability on Garrison. I can't remember if we played it this turn or not. So what's... okay, he's passed. I think that was a mistake. Oh, well, I don't know what cards he's got in his hand, but it certainly worked in our favour, that. So, into the next round, we go first, and we will have... yeah, we should have actually now... I now realise we should have used Garrison in the last game. Its ability rather than the Mushy Truffles. Okay, the boost on the wagon didn't carry over, that's important to note. So we're going to get our Reavers out. And probably just bringing a Reaver out here again.
Let's go.
Okay, we're down to a last round. Decider, can we pull this one out of the bag? I feel like we've made a few mistakes in this particular game. Okay, Kerry Dash. Gonna draw a card in 4 turns. Not sure we can chew through that in 4 turns at the moment. Certainly not now.
Don't recognise your old mates. We're the Crinfrid Reavers.
Yeah,
Don't recognise your old mates.
play casting contest to boost and also reset the order, so we're going to have 8 Reavers on the board at the end of next turn, I think. Or no, that's it. 7. Might be able to get through Kiri's power here. Depends on what he puts down. Next player is likely to be Voimir.
Stand and fight.
So boost what we have while we still have it. Could play Botchling, but I think Yeah, we're going to risk botching actually, just to try and deal some more damage. We really want to try and get rid of Kiri, which we are now in a position to be able to do, depending on what he puts down. And a Stringer. Okay. So next play is going to be Voimir. Okay, with 26 points that's going to be good in terms of he needs to get 26 to win. Even more now. 34 to win. From 2 cards. Okay, there's another card that plays 2 cards. Not the best cards though for his draw. Maybe that's a bit unlucky for him. I don't know. Don't know what's in his deck. That wasn't that effective, and he's got to pull out a lot of points now. I think his board is basically going to be wiped. 4 points to 49. He's had enough, I think. Seen enough. That's it. Time to go to bed. GG. Well, that concludes this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope there's a deck for you to enjoy there too. I'll leave the deck on the screen now and leave you with the Reaver Cantata. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Where the cold winds blow, 3 brothers in arms watch the valley below. With a quiver of steel and a heart made of stone, they walk in the darkness but never alone. No crown do they bow to, no banner they hold. Their loyalty's bought for a handful of gold. But whisper a monster, a beast in the night, and the Reaver Hunters step into the light. When one stands alone, he is fierce, he is brave, but call on his brothers, they dig a deep grave. They rally the ranks as the numbers increase. With every new hunter, the chances decrease. For the dragons who fly or the griffins that soar, when the Grinfrid commandos come knocking the door. The smoke of the battlefield fills up the air. With a bond forged in iron, they strike 3 at 1. The hunt hath begun and my damage is done. They call them the Reavers, the shadows of red. Where the monsters are legion, they tread where they're dead. They don't need a witcher, they don't need a spell. Just a sharp, heavy bolt to send monsters to hell. With every companion that enters the fray, the strength of their onslaught will carry the day. The opponent may tremble, the board starts to shake, as some multiply arrive with each breath that they take.
the legend remains of the trio who stood in the ashes of peace and the pooling of blood. So